You don't need sound alerts. You don't need permission sound alerts. It'll be fine. Uh, oh yeah, I can do that. Okay. Almost done here. There we go. This in. I really need to get a starting page so I can do all this other stuff. Okay. So today I'm going to be working on commands. Let's see how much of this I retained from last week. In addition to all this new stuff that I'm that I learned this week at my new job. Okay. So we're going to be working on SAMMI today. And let's go ahead and set up a trigger. So what this is it's going to be a Twitch chat message. And what the message needs to be is exclamation point commands. And the way this is going to work let's select that. And this. So we're going to copy the selected. We're going to go in here and we're going to go ahead and paste. And honestly, I don't even need these three. Don't know why I did that. So let's just go ahead and trash these. We're gonna make that the default. And this is what we're going to do. The current commands consist of huh. Okay, so save this. We're going to go over here. No, not that one. Gonna copy this. I don't have anything that I can just copy. Okay, that's fine. I could have sworn that I copied that. Oh, not that one. Copy. And then we're going to paste this up here because it's best practice. And then we're going to put a comment. Then we're going to put this inside of that. So we know what we're doing. So the comment. Assign command list to variable. And then output variable in chat message. Then we're gonna set a local variable. And variable name is going to be commands. And that is going to be single. Well, single. Let's go ahead and save that because I need to go out here. Oh, wrong thing. So here are my commands. Single, which this should be throws an item. Then we have throw. Then we have many. And then we have sync. I already know that one. Single, throw, many, sync, and then I also have my death counter. So deaths plus and deaths minus. And then we're going to call commands. Now, if I did this right, and I'm actually going to edit appearance, commands, prefer it this way, save, okay. Now, if I go over to this, the current commands consist of single, throw, mini, deaths, and or that last one's wrong. Deaths minus. Save. Okay. Now, a couple of the things that I was having issues with earlier is, let's say I do deaths, which I can only do okay. So because I'm not in a game, I can't really adjust that. But I should be able to get all of the commands working. So if I look at my commands for deaths, thanks, Therian. I eventually will get there. Eventually. Just trying to get some of this backside done. And unfortunately, I have to be streaming while doing this. So that kind of bites, but it is what it is. Um, so if I actually go and look at so the way that this works is it gets all your channel info and then saves it to this main directory in this game counts.csv. So whenever I open up this CSV file, I guess it's not saving anything to the game file. So what we can do is I can actually turn off this stuff to test stuff. So save this real quick. Again, actually I didn't need to leave. Again, like last time, this should always have at the beginning, apparently delete variable all, because it clears all your variables and you won't have any leftover stuff. So if I was to add a command here, Twitch chat. So we can just go ahead and let's just see what info has in it. We'll just go ahead and shut off the load as well. So if I do this, I guess I have to do it this way. Deaths plus. Okay. What if I do channel? Channel. Not channel, channel. It's always fun learning how stuff works. Okay, so the channel is me. So that's good. So now we want to see what info game name is, because that's what it's having issues with right now. So if I do deaths, so it does software and game development. So it actually shows that properly, but for some reason it's not adding it to the counter. So we can shut this off. There it checks for it. If it doesn't, it's supposed to do this. It's supposed to add the name into it. So why is it not? Hmm. This is a little weird. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's the truth. Especially whenever hoping to not have to just go off other people's stuff. Huh. So let's look at this programming logic. Oh, it might help if I actually save it before I test stuff. Deaths plus. So invalid column, game name, and game counts. So if we open this, and this is ID 15, I don't have any ID 15. I don't know if this has anything that... Well, all this stuff should be fine. So if I go to main, nope, not that. Sammy's fine. Extensions, nope. Nothing in that. So it can't be any of that. This is actually weird. Because it should be adding. I wonder if I just get rid of it. I'm going to do that real quick and watch it start working perfectly. So now if I do saying it doesn't exist. Oh, wait. Right here. So this, I think, is where I had the issue. Now that I think about it. Okay, so this, it makes a CSV, it names it game counts, and then the very, very first column is going to be game name. And then it's going to open the CSV. It's going to add a column to the CSV name of game counts and adds death and make it a default value of 0. So if I save this and run it now, and I go in there, I don't know if that actually worked, but the file's there. So from there, do our deaths +1. It's still showing as undefined. Check the file. Yeah, so it's not showing the info game name. So it loads the game counts here from there. The game counts is file name, game name, add a row into game counts, first box value equals info game name. Now, if I if I turn this back on, save it, and run it again, software and game development, so see, I always forget. One of them doesn't puts exactly what it is, and then one of them lets you have a variable. So it might just be that. Okay, so it isn't doing either. So I'm gonna copy this, turn this off there, and we're gonna paste it here. And then we're gonna see which one actually lists it. Check. Did I really just like... Okay, just let me test this. I think that if statement got messed up sometime. So for some reason, it really does not like that the quotes at all. But it's not printing that at all now. So this if statement isn't even running right now. That's one of the issues. I'm pretty sure these need to be single quotes off the top of my head. I can actually check it up here. Turn that back on, save. Yep, single quotes. Off, save. So, I wonder... Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what checks comes back at, or check comes back as. Because this is where it's breaking, is this if statement right there. So we're gonna see what check gives us. And check gives us undefined. So what if we initialize the variable? set local variable, we can set check to equal -1 at the beginning of the thing. And then that would let that statement be true if it doesn't find that. Wait, I need to check something. Okay. Okay, what all Twitch chat messages do I have? Hmm. There's actually... Okay, if I shut that one off, save it, and do deaths, where is it still printing? Oh, there. Wait a second. That's what's getting me. So, number of deaths is undefined. Info game name. But if I re-enable this, disable that, isn't it coming up? Yeah, it's there. So it's working there. Turn this one off. Turn that one off too. I know that check is -1. I swear, if that's all it needed, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so it is getting in here. So why is it not adding it? CSV load, that. Into game counts. So why did that not work? Why am I losing it? It's like it's not adding that. And if I get rid of this one, it should get rid of all of them, and it should just be, yeah. So why are you not adding it? That is a good question. Hmm. Now if I run this, is it throwing any errors? Errors. Deaths. Invalid column, game name, and game counts. Okay, well, what is it? Don't tell me it's that. I swear if it's that, I'm gonna be annoyed. Let's see here. Invalid column name, game name, and game counts. Why are you doing that, Mike? Okay, so let's save that there and go to the create game counts. And maybe that was my hiccup for putting that in there. So now we're going to go back to deaths and see if deaths. Okay, so it's at least not saying it has an invalid thing now. So if I disable this, save it. Okay, so whenever I try to, I'm getting an error from this right here, but that's because of this. No, it shouldn't be unloading. The only reason why it would be unloading. Okay, switch statement. Wildcard plus, it adds wildcard minus, it subtracts wildcard default. Huh. That's kind of a redundant exit right there, too. Don't know why that's empty. Okay. So this check. Let's just see if I kind of set it back, it'll work. Okay, so see, I kind of want to copy this. That's not what I wanted. I want to copy this and then paste it here. And then shut that one off. And what I want to actually do is I want to find default. I think that's how it's spelled. Actually, it's default. And then I want to save it as check. And see what it returns as. It returns as -1. And then if I find default, deaths, it returns as -1 as well. What if okay, wait. It's not default. It is comma default. Don't ask me why. It's still showing -1. What the heck is going on? Here, I'm gonna put software and game development. Do they have? Yep, the D is capitalized. So we're gonna save it. Now what does it come back as? -1. Whenever I know for a fact, I really need to fix that too. Give me a sec. That's restream.io. There's a setting somewhere. Oh man, I love trying to fix stuff. And I'm having trouble finding it. Okay, well, you're not gonna get any help at the moment. Restream is being stupid. Um, we're see, there's supposed to be a setting that allows me to not show the restream messages. Oh, one moment. Still lost. Okay, so back to this. Apparently I need to go check chili like every 20 minutes. So, For some reason, this check isn't running. At least not that I see. How did I have that set up? No, there it is. Okay, so it's returning the -1, which means it should be going in here. Here, let's just shut off everything below this. Except the unload and delete variable. And then if we save it and run it, okay. So if I just type test here, and then I go over here, see, it makes software and game development deaths plus. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit. There we go. We're going to do this instead so that I can show you what is going on. So whenever it's saving, it's putting it into its own thing. And it needs to be all in the first one. This needs to be info.game_name. So if I just make this software, because we know that it has under game counts in here under the column game name, it does have a thing with software. So if we save that and we run it, it should up this value if I reopen it. It may not have done it that time because the file was locked. So if I do deaths again, and then go in here, see it's not doing it. This worked for a little while. So let's just kill that. We'll turn this one back on because that's the way that it should work. And this is running no matter what. So with the way that it is right now, deaths plus. So right there, it should have a 1. And it doesn't. Like, it's not even doing this CSV add row. But I know it's coming in here because the check is -1, which I can shut that off now. What if I do that? Will it put it into the... Nope. This is really, really making me question stuff. See, wildcard is that. See, this sets local variable. But I actually don't see a... Here's the set box. So if I put all this on, See, it's not wanting to do this. It's not wanting to add a row. You know what we're going to do? Not that. Now we're going to see what happens. Still nothing. Hmm. So I was able to get it to add it. So if I run this, come back up here and hit deaths. One step at a time. And then I look at game counts. Does not have it there. If I save it like that, what does it do? Doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's like this add row isn't working. I know it's getting into this statement. CSV. Add row. The CSV name is game counts. And the box that we want it in is info.game_name. We're going to trash that one. I don't know. Maybe. Saying game counts does not exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Game counts is right there. Now, you see, look here, now it's saying undefined for info game name. Huh. Deaths. So it does -1, and then it does undefined. And do I have an info game name check down here? Here, you know what? We'll do an if statement. Move this up. Move this up. Move this up. We're going to make this a little complicated. Twitch chat command. Okay. So this is going to see if okay, let's look here for a second. SAMMI CSV column find value. Okay. Ow. Oh, I need to stretch my legs for a second and go stir the chili, apparently. So, give me one moment. Okay, so the find value is doing what it should, but the add row, so we want to see what the add row is. So the add row the name of your CSV, game counts. So that's right. The name to be added in the first box deaths. Okay, so it has that. Still not adding it though. So why are you not adding? Twitch chat message. That's the only one. So I know it's doing this add, or it's at least present. It's going through that if. So it's getting two does not exist. And I'm assuming that those are this set local variable for game deaths, and then this set box. So let us look at the set box. Okay. Luckily we're right there. So the set box the column name would be whatever column. And the way that it is we do deaths. So deaths would up, so we would set the box, the column of death, at the row of name to be equal to game deaths. Well, here we go. Let's just add a Twitch chat message that is uh, game deaths. And then let's see if game deaths has a valid amount too. Oh, do I need to call this? Okay, so it has the name and it has the one. But for some reason right now it's saying game counts does not exist. So I can shut this off, save it. Game counts. Everything looks right in that one. So something to do up here. It is in CSV files. I swear if that okay, it says game counts was unloaded. So I'm looking to see their so it's doing this for some reason. It isn't going through. This is one, not one. Okay, so let's see where all it's going. Okay, so it's doing the add one death. Oh, let me see here. So I'm gonna go look. So we're gonna get the thing real quick. So this is what it's supposed to be, and I wanted to see. Yeah, that if is part of that case statement. Can I like disable that? Okay, let's just take a gander. So that just worked. Don't know why it has to be there. Hmm. Now if I do it, it should return. Okay. Hmm. Okay, you know what? We're just not gonna worry about it. Well, that has to be CSV files. It has to work like that. Like it has to. But it doesn't. But if I do that and run it, yeah, it's updating right. Okay. Here, just paste button. We're gonna. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. So we're gonna copy. And they're gonna go right above the CSV. And I will trash that one. Okay, so all I'm doing is adding this section of code that should update OBS source to display current depths. And what it does is it should change source visibility to visible for source name deaths, which just is a um, text of deaths with a colon. And then also changing the source, uh, changing the death's num source name to that. Check settings. Am I not connected? I thought I was. Where's OBS? Yes, I am. I'm connected. So why are you saying not connected? So let's see here. Deaths. I forgot to change something. Yep, this one's the one that's just going bye-bye. So, what is the deal here? SAMMI core source change visibility settings. Change visibility. Hmm. Makes me wonder why this isn't main. That should just be seen, right? Okay, so if I do deaths now, everything's working. Although my deaths, which are up in the top left-hand corner, are not being changed. So give me a sec. Well, I don't even want to do that. Like it says it's connected. Okay, now are you connected? Now, if I deaths, okay, deaths shows up. And death numbs show up. Okay, so is this the issue? So right now, its text should be 6. ID 19 change. No, it has to be that. So maybe that. Have to get used to this stuff again. Okay, let's save it like that. Deaths. Okay, so there's no issue on that. I was not. It's supposed to be 9, and it is a 9. Okay, so that's exactly what it was. I just need to do my associations right. Okay, so deaths is done. Okay. So this right here, if I do SO at variant. Now if I open the variable window, it says 0. Now this one's the other one that kind of have trouble doing. Huh. I should have thought about that. Um, yeah, it's already there. But it's not visible. So Change source visible. It waits that long. So, hey, Therian, are you there? Um, would you be able to type in exclamation point SO and then like yes, accept or true? And then it should come back as saying that your choice has been saved. Nope. That is weird. No, you did it correct. I'm wondering if that one doesn't broke and that's why I loaded the other one. Um, what about, uh, wait, did I, well, that would be why it's exclamation point clips and then yes. Okay, so yeah, that does work. So they both work. I think I'm gonna kill this one. I don't think I can shout you out again. I think it's like an hour or something. Okay. Yeah. So the thing about my shoutouts is that I have it set up so that it will shout out, but see how it just errored? So what happens is, like, I gotta figure this out. I'll look at it in a second, but it will do a shout out by me just saying it, but it won't like let the clip play for an hour. So API call number 16. So it's a way to get around the shout out limit if you program it yourself, because that's exclamation point SO. So I don't have to. So at command line 18 it has an issue. Command line 18. So it's this. If I run that, is it gonna crash? That's fine. Okay, so this is button ID1. Global variables. Nope. Nope. That's just my account. Okay, so that doesn't help me at all. So I'm having a feeling that this date time math might be the reason. So let's kill everything after that. And then we're going to start troubleshooting. So let's get a chat message block and we're gonna just print the end date. Huh. What happens if I do you again? Okay. So it's getting the end date correctly because that is today's date and then the time is 17:24:53 Zulu. So that works. Oh, you want to know what the issue is? Look right here. I bet you that fixes it right there. So this was on, this was on, this was on, this was on. So now, oh, might open if I hit save, right? And look, it even has a alert message. So that might actually work now. I apparently had a typo, and that was the whole issue. Uh, let me see if this works. Oh, it was 0. Crap. See, I don't even know where it saves that. I know it saves it, I guess, here. That's what it looks like. 123767310. So that must be you. So it's using this clip shoutouts.ini. Ah, dang it. Okay, so I'm going to end up making this a little better then. So if where is it? Get clips. Okay, so I'm going to add a bracket here, and we're going to comment. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want its own thing. So provide timeout for person being SO to decide if they would like a clip to play or not. Now what we're going to do here is going to add a Twitch chat message, and it's going to say actually we're going to put this down here. So that way the shout out comes immediately. Yeah, see the difference here? How in the chat it'll have my message and then it actually gives a shout out. The shout out is this line right here. And then what this will do, if you would like a we'll do this. Channel broadcaster login. If you would like a clip to play, please type clips. Yes. Within the next 30 seconds. And then we will add a delay. How did I do that before? Send deaths. Or no, it's not. What the heck am I talking about? It's right down here. Wait until... No, it's not that. Where is it? Wait for timeout. That's what it is. Do you see what I'm seeing here? I think I'm seeing a different way to do this. So we're going to do an if statement. If we're going to move this down here actually. And what this is if choice equals 0. Look at this channel. Channel, not channel. That would have errored out. And then so I'm trying to think of the best way to do this because I could wait for the user input. Or I could, I'm just going to wait for timeout. And then we're going to wait 31 seconds. Well, 35 seconds. Because it's going to take you 32 seconds. It's going to take you a couple seconds to read that. And then it's going to wait. And then it's just going to exit out of that loop. And then if it is 0, it's just going to exit out. If it's not, then it's going to continue down through this. I wonder, has it been an hour? Uh, so let's see. Okay, so it's still not allowing me to shout you out. When did I shout you out last? When was the shout out? 1:15. Oh wow. I still got plenty of time. Now I need someone in here that I can shout out that has clips. Apparently someone else is stirring that chili because I was gonna go out to do it. Now, Now that that is good, so this one here actually makes it so that it resets the deaths. Now this is something that I'm kind of wondering about. The way that this works is that it saves, well, it keeps who's in. So this is chat file. So it keeps in the, wait, check and check too. So let's walk through this. Save variable as chatter after pulling the username. So the username becomes chatter. From the chat list, you check if chatter is on it. If not, it exits. If the chat list is not equaled, so the chat list just has me. See, I kind of want to have one of these set up better so that it only says hi if it is your first time ever chatting. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. Commands. So there's all the commands that I have right now. I technically have more because like I can do that. I also need to make it that. Kind of wish Manus would stop by and test out the mod. See, I have this over here, and what this actually does, it checks, and it can actually promote or demote him by using the thing. So go ahead and type in !mod, Therian. See how it just ignores you? It won't even acknowledge that you said it. It's kind of like, I'm sorry. But what it is I actually have it locked into only Manus's. But like, even if this was changed somehow. So let's say I put your name there. and I hit save, go ahead, try it. And I'm pretty sure it didn't, because it actually has to match down here as well. So there's a double check in it, just to make sure. But it's actually supposed to, if it doesn't match that, it's actually supposed to say you don't have sufficient permissions. So I wonder why that didn't work. That's a little weird. At least I'm pretty sure it don't. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I got the most I got the shout out clips thing. I'll be using this one. It should work good. So let's say if I do exclamation point that and then paste Manus's, it should. If you would like a clip to play, please type exclamation point clips yes within the next 30 seconds. So that actually makes it so that it should work now. And it lets people know, hey, say this. So I think I got a good bit done. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, because I am starting to get hungry. Um, did you learn anything, Therian? I'm learning this. It's just, it'll. This isn't that bad. I still don't know what the deal is with my deaths and why it was acting all weird. I might have had a typo that I just never noticed. But I kind of like how this works. Oh yeah, how come you never tried to throw anything? Like, I'm surprised you never tried to throw anything. Yeah. Like right here. Commands. See, I have commands. Why didn't you try any of them out? Yeah, so you have your normal commands that you can do on Twitch, which are slash stuff. Like announce blue. Ow. Oh, there's also another one. I forgot about that one. The huge one. That one I don't actually have like in this. It's actually through um the Twitch integrated throwing system, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make it work on this side alone so that I don't have to do stuff in that. I would prefer to be able to control everything. Well, it's just a crap ton. Like eventually if I get affiliate, I will have some I'll probably make a thing that doesn't allow it to be thrown until so many seconds after it's been used once. So that's a free one, and then I'll have it on channel points. Because the way that it works is it's on this deck, and right now it does a tips throw items thing, and then I can list everything that I want to be able to, and then I can um, select the amount of throws and then how much time delay there is between throws. So this one does 10 over like the course of a half second. Um, and then what I'll do is I'll actually like assign a variable. Um, I'll make it go into these an INI here. They'll be labeled throws.ini, and um, it'll put in the time that it was last used, and then above this, right here, I'll have a checker that pulls that value off that INI and sees if enough time has passed for it to be used again. Or else it will print out a check or a chat message, and it will say this command is on cooldown. It has so much time until you can use it again. So I have an idea of how I want to set it up, but for right now, people can just abuse the heck out of it, and I'll get to it eventually. It's whenever I feel like adding the stuff. Yeah, on the to-do list. But I'm gonna let you go. I might get some to eat. So have a fun one, man. Uh, I guess we'll raid at Bubuki Shinko. We'll raid out to Bubuki. Take care. Why is that raid not populating? Bull crap. I know that's the right username. Raid at Oh, I'm a dunce. There we go. I was using at instead of just letting it go. But have fun, everyone. Till next time.